As the Uruguayan curls one in. Oh, Middlesbrough take the lead!
What is up, guys? Matthew here. Welcome back to another episode of our FM24 Beta Career Mode with the mighty Boro. Here today for a game in the FA Cup third round and a game back in the Championship. As always, a big thank you for everyone who has took the time to check out the content in the series thus far. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and if you are, please continue to hit the like button as it really helps the video out, and subscribe if you're new already, and of course tell your friends as well, anyone who you may know of who might look to enjoy a career mode like ours. I would really appreciate as many people sharing this journey with me. So, we've only had one game since the last episode, but plenty has happened off the pitch in terms of transfers, players, injuries, etc, etc. So, obviously we're into January now, and in terms of transfers, Rangers' interest in Paddy McNair seemed to disappear. They didn't make a bid, they didn't even come in for him, their interest literally vanished. So I looked at the two offers that we were given by the two French teams, Lens and Lille, and they were both barely over £1 million when, you know, Paddy's worth a lot more than that. I think he's worth somewhere in and around 1.6 to 3.1 million. In fact, his transfer value is 2.5 upwards. There is still interest from Rangers, but it's end of contract type, so they might be looking to sort of get him for free when he's within his final 6 months, whereas we're wanting to get a fee for Paddy McNair, of course. And because Matt Clark was moaning about not getting enough game time, we did loan list him a while back, but I've rejected a loan offer from Derby because I don't know what's happening with Paddy. If he stays, I'll loan Matt Clark out. If he doesn't stay, we're probably best keeping Matt Clark at the club. And that then has a knock-on effect on the funds we have available, because of course we were looking to get a fee for Paddy McNair. We are looking like we're going to get a fee for Matthew Hoppe, who has come back from his loan in the US and has been sold, or we've accepted an offer from Las Palmas for $2 million, which is his exact value, which is awesome. And on top of hopefully a chunk of that money coming in, the board have also gave us just over £250,000, which isn't going to do much, but we've got a bit of room there, and if we get a bit of money for Hoppe, maybe McNair, who knows, we might be able to use that to get somebody in. We have been looking at a couple of really intriguing strikers have popped up, and I've completely forgotten where my shortlist is, but yeah, some really intriguing strikers have come up, and I'll see if I can find them for you, who appear to be available at this moment in time. So Patson Daka is one who seemingly wants out at Leicester at this moment in time. I mean, he would be an incredible signing. He's wanted by a number of clubs. Girona on loan, Las Palmas as a transfer. That's quite realistic, I would say. Not to buy him, but to potentially loan him. As it stands at the moment, there is no transfer status set, but apparently he is interested in possibly joining us on a loan deal. So that's one that we could possibly look at. And Joel Piroe wants out at Leeds. Of course, he signed for them in real life at the start of the season, but has been nothing but a squad player for the team who are currently top of the Championship. Look at that, he's played 4 times. That's incredible given the money they bought him for. And Joel Piroe is also looking to leave. He's requested a transfer. We, of course, can't afford $12.5 million, but if we can somehow work something out with Leeds, I mean, getting Joel Piroe would be insane, and that could be the difference between us getting playoffs, automatics, or mid-table and playoffs. But talking of strikers, of course, we have had Marcus Forss out for the next week or two with an injury, and the big worry all season is that we don't really have anyone behind Marcus Forss to help us get the goals when he's out. Turns out, when the pressure's on and we need someone to step up, enter Emmanuel Latte-Lath, who has struggled throughout his time at Boro so far in the career mode, whether it's up front or on the right. Well, in the game that you guys missed at home to Coventry, Latte-Lath hit a hat-trick. These are the highlights. Then a corner come in It was brought back out. Silvera played it to Lath, who placed it beautifully past the goalkeeper. And this was a game, by the way, which was, we're playing Coventry, who bottom of the league. I mean, look at this run. Look at this run. He just keeps going. He picks the ball up pretty much just inside their half. And he runs, and he runs, and he runs, and he finishes before getting his hat-trick with a penalty. So Lath's just put something in the back of my head there to make me think that maybe we don't need a backup striker, or it's not the worst-case scenario in the world if we don't get someone in behind Marcus Force. But a big win against Coventry. Of course, they're bottom of the league, so that was one of them games where I was really concerned we might get FM'd, but we was comfortable. They didn't even touch us. I don't think they had a highlight. They are looking absolutely appalling at the moment. I don't know who the manager is who's replaced Mark Robbins, but Coventry look nailed on for relegation, which is crazy. You may also notice I've installed some FM badges. I've got the new FM badges, so all the Premier League teams have got their badges in game now. Just thought I'd mention that as an addition. But what that's done for us is it's put us within 1 point of the playoffs. Results went our way in the last game week, and we've went from being essentially 8 points adrift and looking like we probably wouldn't get close to being 1 point. 1 point off the playoffs. We're back in the mix, ladies and gentlemen, and it'll be interesting to see if we can stay there. But in this episode, we're back at Plymouth in the third round of the FA Cup before we head to the Den, in the hope of making it, 6 league wins in a row. So without any further ado, let's head to Plymouth and see if we can replicate the wonderful form we had in the League Cup in the FA Cup. So we might have a potential issue here with Matt Crooks. We did promise that he'd get more starting time in the team, but when you've got O'Brien, Hackney, House and Barlasser, it's really difficult to get him in the team. And when you don't fulfil a promise with a player, things get nasty. But I just couldn't get him in. I felt like I was shoehorning him in, and we were told by one of our analysts that I think only 1 in 49 attacking moves involving Matt Crooks resulted in a goal. So we might have to say to Crooksy, it ain't going to happen for you. I don't see why we should keep him around if he's not breaking into the team. I mean, I love Crooksy in real life. He's incredible. But I think we could maybe help him out if we try and find a new club. Everyone's happy. He's happy. Woodgate's happy. I think we can maybe look to offer him via transfer. I haven't hired an intermediary as yet, but I am trying to. This is the offer via transfer room, new feature that they've added. I don't quite know what it does. I don't know if we've sold anyone from it yet. Hoppe might be the first to go. We'll see what happens if he's sold. But his value's 3.5, so we're not going to go for any less. And we'll offer Matt Crooks via transfer. And he's handed him to transfer request as well. A real shame. I love Crooksy. But sadly, sometimes things just don't work out. And that's been the case so far. So here's the team for the game at Plymouth. It is worth noting Seny Dieng has left us for the African Cup of Nations. And we're losing him for a month, which is absolutely huge. So I'm praying he both doesn't get injured. And I'm kind of... Don't tell Seny this, but I'm hoping that his team don't get very far and he can come back early, and it means we are having to play our 2 of our backup keepers in goal. And you may recall last time Seny was out, we didn't do too well, so whether they're linked or it was a coincidence, I don't know. But Jamie Jones got a clean sheet against Cov, but it is a drastic downgrade from Seny Dieng, and he's not a very good sweeper keeper. So I don't know if I trust him playing the ball out from the back as much. I won't do it this game. But in terms of changes, Rav Vandenberg has come in for Tommy Smith. I thought I'd make some changes just due to the heavy match load that a few of the players are suffering from. Lenihan as well has been rested for McNair. I've kept Fry in. We were advised that he would be good to keep in to combat Plymouth's aerial ability. Bangura comes in for Engel. The usual midfield 3 triangle are all fit, so O'Brien, Howson and Hackney will start. Isaiah Jones is back in. Silvera starts in place of McGree, who still struggled for fitness recently. He's just taken a while to come back to fully fitness. And Lath starts up front once again, following his hat-trick. And of course, we've still got Marcus Force out injured. 5 to 10 days is what we are being told. But of course, last time we played Plymouth in the league, it was a bit of a dull 0-0, although we had so many chances. I don't know how we didn't win the game. But we've been on a good run lately. Impress me, lads. But yeah, they've got very good inverted wingers. Mumba on one side, Whittaker on the other. They're going to want to cut inside, so we're going to try and trap them inside and stop the balls from coming in the box. And in fact, they've rested Bali Mumba, which is a bit of a sigh of relief, to be fair. So we've gone relatively strong, I think, by the looks of things. But yeah, we did exceptionally well, of course, in the League Cup. We got all the way to the last 16, or was it the last 8, before losing to Arsenal. Hopefully, we can replicate that as well. That was a great effort from Morgan Whittaker. I think Jones saved it. It was a wonderful save by the keeper there, tipping that over. It was a fantastic free kick as the numbers on the back of the shirts have vanished. I'd rather that happen than the names as the corner comes in. It's headed clear by Dael Fry, who of course we were told would combat their aerial ability and has done so there. And while Isaiah Jones has pounced on a square ball from Plymouth but couldn't really get out. And that's the end of the highlight there. But we'll encourage the side. I think we've got relative expectations to do well in the FA Cup without going too far. But our form in the League Cup definitely helped keep us on the good side of the board. And Steve Gibson, I think, when we went through that really bad run of form. But we're not having a great game here. I wouldn't say they are either. They've had more shots, but their XG is non-existent. We have a free kick here on the right. Bangura whips in an in-swinger. It's deep towards the back post. Warrington heads it clear. Isaiah Jones will pick it up. Puts it in towards Dael Fry, who hits the bar. Once again, his aerial ability proving dangerous and effective at both ends of the pitch, but he couldn't quite get it under the bar. As this game seems to be opening up, our defence is absolutely all over the place here as Warrington's in the box. He squares it to Morgan Whittaker, who should do better. He's carrying a knock, but a player of his quality should be scoring. He absolutely skies it over the bar. That's a shocker from him as Dael Fry wins another header, and that eventually gets us on the attack with Sammy Silvera, who, yeah, that wasn't the greatest finish from him. And I think it's safe to say this has been a half lacking in quality big time as Morgan Whittaker's gone off injured. That's, I'd say, a better... it's very good news for us. But yeah, the XG's poor. We've actually been the slightly better side despite not having a shot on target. We won't get on the boys' backs too much. You know, it's the cup at the end of the day. Let's just say if we turn this up, we'll probably win the game. If that's... something we can put across to them. If we can get a goal, I make us favourites. Go out there and make it happen. Yeah, I'd say that. You have the ability to make the difference. Keep going. You have the ability to make the difference. Come on, Lath. Back your hat-trick up with another goal here. Be much appreciated. I don't know if we go to extra time or replays in the Cup, in the FA Cup. Although I might be made to eat my words here because, I thought Plymouth might be about to, or they still might actually, because Fry's just absolutely hoofed it clear to nobody. And Plymouth come again. Here's Bundu. He's beaten Bangura. He takes the shot. And I think Jones maybe got a hand to that one as well as it flew over the bar. Plymouth have started the better side here. Kundal with the corner, headed clear by Rav Vandenberg, but it will come again. Bundu, of course, scored a wonderful goal midweek for Plymouth, and that's end of highlight. We might have to make a change here, you know, because we need someone to make something happen. We've not had a shot on target still in the second half. What can we do? Who could possibly come on and make something happen in midfield? I'm looking on the wings, really. Last not had a good game. I mean, do we maybe roll the dice and give Sam Greenwood a go up front? He's not had a great start to his time at Middlesbrough, but we don't really have a choice, do we? Laugh's had a bit of a poor game. So Sam Greenwood, you've disappointed thus far. Here's your chance to make a difference. They're all just playing a bit average, aren't they, really? Riley McGree. We could bring in Riley McGree for Sammy Silvera. McGree's not played in a while, but this is his chance. Get some game time. And that might be it. I don't really see anyone who can change the game, really. We'll swap Johnny Howson out for Dan Barlasser, because Dan Barlasser is a very creative player. So We'll put him as an advanced playmaker. We just need someone to do something. We just need someone to, as I say, make the difference. We're not in for another 0-0 against Plymouth, surely. Right, here we go. The new change is going to have an instant impact. Throwing on the left. Bangura to Hackney. Paddy McNair then stepping in. Here is Dan Barlaser, freshly on the pitch. Plays a good ball to Isaiah Jones, who's been cornered. He plays it to Vandenberg. Back to Jones. Here's Lewis O'Brien. Hackney, what a ball that is into Isaiah Jones! And I don't know how the hell that didn't go in. McGree was offside, I think. I thought that was destined to go in the corner. Not good. But Plymouth now, straight away, 3 minutes later. Not even going to try and pronounce his name. What the hell is that? Piers? Don't even know. Edwards back to that dude, who plays it into midfield. Here's Kundal, out to Bundu. I feel a goal coming. I really do. I have a feeling. Randall in behind Bangura to Bundu. Kundal now. This is patient play from Plymouth. Out to Edwards. Warrington takes a long-range shot, and I think Jamie Jones has made another save. He's done well, you know, since he's come in. We've got a couple of boys up front nervous. McGree and Greenwood are nervous. For some reason. Kundal whips it in. It's headed up and not quite clear. Kundal back in. Warrington. Kundal, they're knocking on the door. Plymouth, can they get the goal? Bundu's in space, but he's absolutely skied it. And the lack of quality in this game continues. Neither side have really showed themselves up in any positive light today. I mean, wow, what can we do? We're going to have to make another change. The only player remotely close to a sevens, Isaiah Jones. I mean, that is pretty terrible, isn't it? Morgan Rogers could play up front, but I've already brought on Sam Greenwood. I feel like we've rolled the dice. We've made our changes. Engel for Bangura. Bangura's not had a good game. Tommy Smith for Rav. See if Smith can be a supportive wing back. Pushes up on the right hand side. I think we might push the boat out and go attacking here as well. I mean, we may as well. You know, I mean, what have we got to lose rather than this go any further than it needs to? We'll attack for the final 15 minutes and hope that we just have a shot on target, man. I mean, I can't believe we've not had a shot on target yet. We still might not have a shot on target as Plymouth have possession, although Smith wins the header, freshly on the field. Jones with a very intriguing ball across to the left, but we've nicked possession back. McGree, I think it might have been in midfield, or I don't know who it was. Engel gave the ball away. And we might be about to pay the price as Luke Kundal gives Plymouth the lead. And Jamie Jones, well, I don't know what he was doing there for all of his good saves in this game. I mean, what was he doing there? He seemed to dive out the way of it, if anything. Good ball behind. Kundal come from. I mean, what is Jamie Jones doing there? I mean, he's not even facing the ball. He's facing the corner flag. What's he doing? Dearie me, that's shocking. This is why I'm worried about losing Seny Dieng. Because we just don't have a keeper that's anywhere near his level. But this time Plymouth give the ball away. But, well, McGree's not done well there, as he's lost it straight away. Burton boots it long. They've flicked it on. McNair now. Engel to Hackney in the midfield. He plays it out to Isaiah Jones. We've now got Tommy Smith as a supportive wing-back. But Jones takes it on himself. Smith into Barlaser, O'Brien, Engel. I just want to see a shot on target, lads. Oh, and that might have been off the post. Still not on target. And we're going to be out the FA Cup at the third round. Losing 1-0 to Plymouth. I'm not devastated about going out of the Cup, but I'm not particularly happy with the performance or the lack of creativity. That wasn't good enough. We should have won that match. I believe we should have won that match. Jamie Jones is anxious. I'm not surprised. But he did make some good saves, so I'm going to... What can I say to him? I can't say I'm happy. I can't say he was excellent. I can't even say he was unlucky, but I don't also want to say I was unhappy with his performance, and that's unacceptable. Yeah, I'm going to leave that at that. There's nothing we can really say to him that's going to help the situation, but... I'm already worried that we're not going to have Seny Dieng for the next couple of games. And we are out the FA Cup. Third round, which is a shame, really. we'll have to keep an eye on who it might have been, who we'll have played. But that's our first defeat since we lost to Leeds at the start of December. And hopefully it doesn't leak into our league form. So we will push on. We've got a week's rest now before we head to the den. And if any transfer news picks up in between now and then, I'll let you know. Well, we've had a bit of a disappointing email regarding Crooks. We offered him via transfer room and we've had no offers. We have got Huddersfield, Motherwell, St Johnstone and Kilmarnock. Feel like they would need to reduce their current wage bill before they'd be in a position to make an offer. Do we try this hire an intermediary? Right, so to gain insight into the player's market value, I've spoken to a number of intermediaries. Select which one you want help with the sale of the player. Using an intermediary resulting both in a percentage of the loan fee being taken as a commission as well as a cut of any final transfer fee. So we won't get the full amount of transfer, but I mean, you know, it's not too much of a percentage, and this is what the deal would sort of be looking like. It's not really what we're looking for, but I think tomorrow evening it's the same value as the other two. Patrick Foreman, less percentage. I'm not in a rush, and it's the same value roughly as the two above. So we'll try that. Let's see what the hire an intermediary does. We've got a question here from 442. A lot of talk recently of your decision to use an agent intermediary to help strike a deal for Matt Crooks to find a new club. I'll try not to talk about negotiate. Are you confident that using intermediary assistance? I think, yeah, it's a good idea. We're not gonna get our full amount, but it's better than nothing. Ooh, that's not good. We've had an injury in Isaiah Jones. Sprained ankle ligaments, 3 to 4 weeks. There's a big blow for us. Down that right-hand side. That's not good. I mean, down the right-hand side, we've got Greenwood who could play there. Rogers. Lath's probably going to have to start playing there, and Marcus Force is going to have to hopefully come back into the fold pretty quickly. But yeah, an injury to Isaiah Jones is a big, big blow. So we do have offers for Matt Crooks. The intermediary seems to have made a impact. 750k is what we've been offered by Torino. He wants to leave. We're happy to go with the intermediary. We'll accept that offer and we'll keep an eye on if negotiations go well and Crooks completes his move over to Italy. Another outgoing, Matthew Hoppe, has completed or has agreed terms to leave Boro and is heading to La Liga. To Las Palmas, who are towards the bottom end of La Liga, but a player who has never really done much or gotten into the team of Boro, went straight out on loan this summer. In real life, went as San Jose Earthquakes, it might have been. They weren't interested in taking him back, which might have said a lot, but it looks like we've secured a deal to sell Matthew Hoppe, and we'll see how much of that we get. 10% of that, though, is going to his previous club, Mallorca. Schalke will also get 1.5% of this fee. Dearie me. Are his youth team or the team he played for at school going to get a chunk as well? I don't know. We'll keep an eye on to see how much of that money we get back from the board and see if we can reinvest that into the team. As Celtic have made an approach for Dael Fry. Whoa! Hold your horses. He ain't going nowhere. 57k is a monthly fee for they want him on loan. They're not getting him on loan, paying 7.5 to make the move permanent. His value's 12.5 million. That's a disgusting, an absolutely disgusting offer. Celtic, get rid, go away, get in the bin. That's a disgraceful offer for Dael Fry. Absolutely nowhere. So it does very much look like Matt Crooks is off. He has agreed a deal with Torino. 4% share of that, of course, will go to the intermediary. Surprised we haven't got anything going. Oh, there we go. Huddersfield will receive 2.5%. Rangers are even getting 1%. I don't even think we're going to get anything from this. The board have agreed that 425k will be added to the transfer budget. I guess that's okay. Did we get news of how much of the Hoppe deal? No, we didn't. We didn't get told how much of that we'd get from the board, did we? Yeah, it didn't say. So looking at our finances then, we've got 1.4 million. So maybe that has come in. We'll see. But yeah, Matt Crooks is off. Another player who has left. And that's the first time we've used an intermediary, which I think made it easier to sell players in the past. It has been a bit of a nightmare getting rid of players who are not wanted here and not wanted anywhere. But yeah, that's worked a treat. So then, we have completed our scouting of Joel Piroe. Now, he's extremely interested in joining us, of course, on a transfer, which we cannot afford. I wish we had the transfer fee to sign him permanently because he is one of the best strikers at this level. And I still cannot quite comprehend the fact that Leeds are willing to let him go so quickly. Carlton Morris was another one we were going to look at, but he's removed his transfer request, which is quite interesting. I might test the waters with Joel Piroe. I have a feeling Leeds are going to turn around and say, nope, we don't want to loan him. But I guess it gets an unhappy player out of their dressing room. So let's have a little look then, finance-wise. He's on 30-something thousand a week, isn't it? So we don't really have to adjust this much to give ourselves the required wage budget. It has to obviously be a loan. Maybe we can say if we get promoted, we'll buy him. That could be something that we could look at. Schalke are wanting a transfer, so Leeds might want to take the money while it's there. Piroe cannot compete and play competitive matches for another club before the first. Okay. Will that put us out of the running then? Because he's already played for Swansea and Leeds. So yeah, he wouldn't be able to play for us, would he? Piroe cannot play competitive matches for another club before the 1st of July 2024. Yeah. Well, we can't sign him anyway. That's annoying because he's already played for Swansea and Leeds this season in the same league. That's very annoying. What about Patson Daka? What's the current situation with him? He's another one that sort of stood out. He's wanted on loan by Girona, which tells me that they are willing to loan him. We are being told that it would be a priority if we signed him. And I mean, looking at him, you know, he was pretty good for Leicester. He wasn't prolific in the Premier League, but he scored goals. Before that, he was very prolific in Austria. I mean, I feel like Patson Daka could be an incredible addition to the team. And I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility. I mean, he's on 50k a week. We would need a bit of help from that by Leicester. But it's a loan at the end of the day. It's low risk. If it doesn't work out, he goes back there. We're not committing anything long term. You must have a chat, of course. So let's see then. Loan offer. Because I honestly do think, as much as Lath has done well, I just think he's had a hat-trick in one game. Great, but stats-wise, 6 goals in 20 games. Yeah. I feel like we just need someone extra. Because we're in a position now where we're going to have to move Lath over to the right. Force isn't fit, so we don't have a striker at this moment in time. So, Patson Daka, 30 grand a week, I think is just about within our wage budget, so I'm happy to pay that. Till the end of the season, monthly playing fee. See, I never know what really to do with these monthly playing fees. I guess for 6 months, 325k a month. For 6 months, you're looking at... It's just about 2 million, something like that. It's not 1.8 million. It's not the worst in the world. I'll try and be sneaky and drop it down to 300k. So the total cost of loan will cost us 2.6 million. Let me see if I can just sneak it down a little bit. That will be a little bit cheeky. But 30k I'm fine with. And this is where we need to be a little bit careful because regular starter, we have got a 20 goals striker, Marcus Force, at the club. And I don't want to upset him or knock him out of place. Oh, he might not like being a squad player at Middlesbrough though. I don't think he'll like that very much. Unless we put Force on the right. But then where does Jones go? This is the thing. When you want to boost your team with a high profile player, I'm going to suggest that this could completely Oh, he's not bothered about that. They want us to pay all of his wages. Wow, Leicester, you've got to help us out there. You've got to help us out with that. I mean, our board won't let us pay any more than 60. So we're going to have to stick with that, and we're going to have to increase the playing monthly fee. We're going to have to lock that in and say, Leicester, we can't go any higher. We up it to 350. The loan's up to 2.9. Okay, we're getting closer. I'm happy that I can't believe, squad player. They're happy with that. Can I change this to poacher? I don't want to be too fussy. This would take the loan up to 3.2 million. They're happy with that. Wow. Okay, it's down to the player. He could quite easily turn around and say, I don't want to go to Middlesbrough. Screw that. But out of all the areas that I think we need to improve, I think up front is one of them. So we will see what comes of that. But we are here. It is Saturday and it is time for another championship game. So let's get the team ready to go at the Den. So the team then away to Millwall. Jamie Jones will remain the goalkeeper. Tommy Smith's come in for Rav van den Berg. Darragh Lenihan has come back in for Paddy McNair. And Lucas Engel is in for Bangura, who I feel has just started to edge Bangura out when it comes to the battle of the left backs with his recent form. Midfield three, of course, is as is with that beautiful triangle of O'Brien, House and Hackney. Jones obviously is out for the foreseeable, so he's been replaced by Sammy Silvera. And another loss is that Riley McGree is off on international duty for a month with Australia. He's going to be gone until the middle of February, which is another big blow for us. So he's now going to be replaced by Morgan Rogers, just so we can get Latilath up front, who's a natural striker, and we're hoping he can deliver the goods for us. Force is on the bench, but he's not on the bench. I'm going to put him on the bench, but I can't see us using him. He's just not quite close enough yet. If things get desperate, then maybe. But I mean, we wouldn't be able to fill the bench otherwise unless we stuck another keeper on there, because Dijksteel's injured, Dieng's away, McGree's away, Jones is injured. And these are issues that Boro are going to face in real life when Dieng goes off to play for Senegal and McGree goes off to play for... I mean, it's big players that we're missing there. But yeah, we've still got a pretty strong team, I would say. And I think the big thing is we just do not let what happened against Plymouth knock our league form, because they're completely unrelated. We shouldn't let one affect the other. So we've been on a good run lately. I'll say the same to the players. I just thought we're a bit more creative than last time. We might struggle creativity without Isaiah Jones. That's my only concern. But I mean, that Millwall side shouldn't be 18th, managed by John Eustace, interestingly. But yeah, Zion Fleming in that number 10 position. He's a very, very good player. They've got quality, I think, across the full front line and across the whole 11. But a win here could get us into the playoffs. We could be back in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, with a win, which would be the first time we'd been in the playoffs since maybe the second or third episode of the series. So, given the fact we've charged towards the playoffs, it would be so disappointing if we got mighty close and didn't quite get there. And I don't know what that clearance was. That was a great chance to counter-attack, and we've gave the ball straight back to them. Denor intercepted by Morgan Rogers, who plays a very risky ball back into the centre there with Darragh Lenihan controlling it well. Lucas Engel now to Lenihan. I'm not really too sure what us playing around in our own third means. It means Hackney's going to give the ball straight to Daniel Jebison, and that is an absolutely awful mistake. It was Johnny Howson who has gifted Millwall the lead. I just had a feeling with this highlight, us passing the ball around, something bad was going to happen. What on earth was Howson thinking? Oh dear, we've gave away a goal within the first 3 minutes. Can we retaliate instantly from a corner? Engel whips it in, headed clear. It comes back to Lucas Engel. He's going to charge into the box. It's a great run from Engel. It's a shot that hit the bar! Or it maybe hit the upright. Tommy Smith plays it back to Hackney. 1-2 between the pair of them. It's back to Lenihan, and that's the end of the highlight. Oh, that's so frustrating. It would have been great to see us get back into it instantly. Another corner here. Engel whips it in. It's a poor one, though. Straight to Saville. Here's Silvera. Silvera with a great ball. Latilath, who's onside. And we've equalised We've gotten back into the game instantly, which is the perfect response from the boys. Latilath, who of course is having to carry the load for Marcus Force. He's maybe got an incoming bit of competition with Pats and Daka, but Latilath was in the right place at the right time. Sammy Silvera, by the way, another one stepping in, this time for Isaiah Jones with a wonderful ball as... Oh, well, we've played another... How many corners have we had? We've had another one there. Engel didn't quite work out, but we've managed to recycle it. It comes to Latilath again! And he's scored a beauty! What a goal from Latilath. He absolutely bends it into the far corner. It looked like the corner had failed. I don't know what we were doing there, really, but Rogers played it into Lath, into Hackney. Norton Cuffy tackles, but it comes straight to Lath, who hits it first time, and he bends it into the corner. This is Latilath saying, you don't need Pats and Daka. You've got me, and I'm willing to step up while Marcus Force is out. And we paid $4 million for Latilath. He's finally looking like he's repaying that transfer fee after a tough start. He was, of course, in the office a couple of weeks back, and we had a bit of a ding-dong with him saying, listen, Lath, you've not been good enough. And things got a little bit hairy, but, you know, this is what can happen in football. Things change, and it changes like this because Latilath, he's got himself back-to-back hat-tricks. Well, in the league. What the hell, Zion Fleming? I don't know what he was doing there. He passes it straight to Dael Fry. Hackney with a beautiful ball in behind Rogers. I mean, Millwall's defence is atrocious. They're just not quick enough. Lath keeps getting in behind them. He's too quick. They're constantly chasing his heels. And it's another tap in for Latilath. And look at the front four, or the front three. This is a front three who are patched up. No McGree, no Jones, no Force, no problem for Boro at the moment. We've got another corner after Hackney's free kick was tipped over the bar. Engel with his 28th corner from that side. It's headed clear again as former Boro player Saville clears it, but he must have kicked it straight behind his own goal because Engel with his 201st corner of the game. None of them have beat the first man, but we keep getting the second ball. Here's Lucas Engel. He's had a shot come pretty close to scoring already. It's deflected. It's hit the bar. The ball is bouncing all over the place. And Millwall survive what could have been a fourth. They're all over the shop. I don't know if that took a deflection off a Millwall body. It hit the bar. It could have gone anywhere. But this has been a tremendous reaction from the boys going behind early. We've reacted well. And Latilath, well. Back-to-back hat-tricks. I mean, what else can you say about it? 6 goals in 2 for him. Wow. Incredible. No wonder he's a shoot. He'd be absolutely buzzing with that. Yeah, I'm very happy with things. Things are going. Keep it going. Wary, of course, of complacency, but they deserve praise for the way they've come back into the game after that. The start of the first. How is Latilath now nervous? You've scored a hat trick, mate. You should be gliding around the pitch. You shouldn't be nervous. There we go. He's got a smile on his face again now. But we are heading into the second half. It looks like a much more calm, chilled second half. We haven't got corners coming in every 20 seconds. And yeah, nothing's coming of the second half, so I think we're going to make a couple of changes. I think it's a good time for us to maybe give a couple of the boys a chance who haven't played for a while. So, you know what, Matt Clark, this will be his first game in months, over a year. I feel comfortable, even though Lenihan and Fry, they are having a good game, aren't they? No, I can't do it. I can't risk it. Latilath, he deserves a standing ovation. He'll get the appreciation of the fans. He'll come off for Sam Greenwood. Paddy McNair, could we bring him on? Maybe not. Dan Barlasser. We'll bring him on for Mr. Jonathan Howson. Bangura can come on for Engel, who's complacent. We don't want complacency. And I think we'll do that. There we go. We'll make a couple of changes. Try and see the result out with the time remaining. And we'll go balanced. Preserve a bit of fitness. Turn down our tempo. Increase the time wasting. Let's just see this game out well and truly into game management mode. And I thought Millwall had scored there. But we're in game management mode. We're cruising to the end. And it looks like, touch wood, we're going to be getting straight back to winning ways in the league. And it'll be, I'm not going to say it yet, because Millwall could very well be getting themselves back into the game here if this highlight goes the way I don't think it will. We are on course at this very second to be getting a 6th straight league win, and we're mirroring Boro's form in real life right now, and our playoff hopes have reignited as Rodgers, aimlessly runs down the left, intercepted. I don't know if this is a Millwall highlight or a Boro highlight. It's been quite a long one, and neither side has particularly done anything here, but Leonard cutting inside, plays it into Denore, who plays it to a Duncan Watmore, former Boro player, of course. Denore into Jebison, he's left Lenihan. He's left Lenihan for dead. Oh my God, Daniel Jebison has made this game suddenly very interesting. Darragh Lenihan should be doing better there. He seemed to just have his feet stuck in the mud there. I mean, what was all that about? He was just, he's just got away with him, Jebison, and all of a sudden, Millwall, it's 3-2, and do we have to start being a little bit worried here? Are Millwall going to come at us here? I mean, I don't want to... Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, Tommy Smith, what are you doing? Tommy Smith gave the ball away. This could be a disaster as it heads it into Smith, who gets possession back. Boys, keep the ball, for crying out loud. This is giving me real nerves. What's Lenihan doing? What the hell have I just saw? What have I just witnessed? Oh my God, I've knocked my camera over as well. This has all just gone absolutely crazy. What the hell have I just witnessed? What is Lenihan doing? What is he doing? He's just... Oh my God. This is the biggest bottle job you're ever going to see. I can't even... Why can't I change things tactically? Oh my God. I'm shell-shocked. How the hell have we bottled this? Wow. We have absolutely shot ourselves in the foot. Their first and third goals have come from horrid individual errors. I can't believe what's just happened. Right. Okay, swap Hackney for Barlasser. Bring on Marcus Force. We said we'd need him if things got desperate. Things have just got very, very desperate. Marcus Force. No, that's Lewis O'Brien. Where the hell is why is Marcus Force there? Swap him with Lewis O'Brien. Marcus Force. Poacher. Get him attacking. Get Rodgers attacking. I cannot believe to the level to which we might have just absolutely bottled this. Step up. And we're going to go for it. Attacking. Very attacking. I mean, maybe this is me just being very careless, but I cannot believe what I've just seen. We have the final highlight. I think. Rodgers into Greenwood. This could... Oh no, Greenwood's lost it now. Oh my God. Surely we're not going to lose this 4-3. I've absolutely gone for it. I've pushed the boat out. I mean, are we going to go from winning this game to losing it? Bangura, he's nicked it. Greenwood's in. Greenwood, he plays it out to Silvera. Silvera beats his man. This could be such a dramatic winner. And it's Marcus Force! It's disallowed. No! It was written in the stars that he would come on and nick the winner. It was offside. Oh, God, I don't believe it. How the hell have we not won that game? Latilat's first half hat-trick cancelled out by 2 goals from Daniel Jebison in the final 10 minutes, and then Force has a goal disallowed. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. Wow. Individual errors. Howson give the ball away for the first goal. What was Lenihan doing for the second goal? Maybe I should have brought Matt Clark on when I had the chance. I'm not going to overreact. That was not good enough. We should have won the match. That's probably the best thing to say at this point. How have we let that slip? To be fair, we wouldn't be in the playoffs anyway on goal difference, but still. That's rubbish. Oh, I can't believe it. You know what, I'm going to still praise Lath for his hat-trick. Well done on your hat-trick, mate, but how the hell have we not won that game? Oh dear, so we've not won this episode, which is a bit of a shame given the fact we went on such a winning streak. I mean, that's bitterly disappointing. Oh God, but we've got games against Rotherham and Birmingham to hopefully bounce back. I'll be back for the Sunderland game. We're looking for Tees Weir revenge from the 3-0 defeat earlier in the season when things were ever so dire. So we're going to hope to get some revenge on Sunderland. That'll be the next episode. So we'll play Rotherham and Birmingham off screen. We're back for Sunderland and Bristol City, and of course by that point we will have finished the transfer window. I mean, at this point the only area that we're probably going to bring anyone in is probably up front, but it's whether Daka joins and what that might bring elsewhere. We might see Celtic come back in for Dael Fry. We might get a bid that we can't quite turn down in that. We'll have to wait and see. But if you've enjoyed this incredibly topsy-turvy, dramatic, devastating episode of Football Manager, then please hit the like button. Hit the like button to give me a bit of support after that unbelievably dramatic, cruel game of football. Subscribe for much more FM content. Of course, we are going to continue with this series until the end of the season, and if Boro get promoted, we'll continue. If we don't, we'll just focus on our focal Road to Glory save, which will be starting upon launch. But until next time, guys, a big thank you for watching. I'm going to go cry myself to sleep now. See you all next time. Can't believe it.